All right, good peoples. Art Czar back with you, ready to tackle the juggernaut. Okay? On the last video, we were able to uncover some of the precepts in safe travel and the execution thereof when traveling through airports. More so, we covered areas in regards to domesticated travel. Okay? As an avid traveler, I've been, like I said, around the world. I've been in the United States military before, which is where a lot of my prowess took effect, where I learned how to hone the survival tactics, counter surveillance skills, things of that magnitude or rather another. And I thought, it would be a very, very good opportunity to lay out a few things for those of you who are just embarking upon your travel identity or formulating your travel identity, and who are just about to embark upon an excursion of various sorts, various parts of the entire globe. Now, very important for me to state that each jurisdiction of the 198 or whatever have you countries out there will carry certain customs and things of that magnitude depending upon where you go. First of all, people, let me just let you know this, okay? All right, your boy Art Czar never spares an expense when laying out the realities of the global marketplace. So that's where most of you guys are going to go when you do go out to these locations. Okay, you're gonna venture out into the various zones and regions. The first thing I want to let you know is understand that wherever you venture out to, wherever you travel to, you need to understand the basics of their legal system. Okay, I know everyone wants to get out there and move around and travel and move around and see things and experience things and partake in the festivities of that particular environment that you have embarked upon. But slow your roll, young man, slow your roll, young lady. Let me share this, and this is also to the older crowd out there that also travels but never seems to think in the back of the mind logically of the legal system in place for where you may travel to. Okay, I've seen multiple scenarios of people that will venture into these countries and think that they can apply the American standard of legalities and things of that sort. But of course, you are sadly mistaken. Okay, there are some similarities in some legal systems around the world. I know the UK and the United States, they parallel. There are a lot of common law jurisdictions in the Caribbean. Some of those parallel very closely to the United States. Then you have your treaties and things like that most countries have signed in order to protect the integrity of travelers abroad from one country to the next. They have embassies, obviously, in various countries for other countries. Your country will have embassies in most countries, and some of those countries obviously will have embassies in your country. So a lot of those relationships, interactions are protected by treaties, okay? Various treaties, The Hague and things like that. So it's important to understand that wherever you go, though the laws may parallel and they may be somewhat synonymous to what we experience in the United States, they're not going to be identical. They may parallel to some degree. Then they're going to have some that's going to veer off left or right or up or down or whatever. They're never going to be 100% congruent. Okay, you're going to have some inconsistencies here or there. That's the first thing you have to understand about where you're going is the legal system, because you must understand that what you would be able to do in the United States as a method of self-defense or things like that, you may not be able to exact that same ideology in various other countries around the world. So don't be lazy, people. If you already have decided to venture out into these places and to bask in the glory of enjoying a vacation or time away from the States or whatever it is, whatever your background is, whatever it is, understand you have to take the necessary extra few days or a week or so prior to your vacation or your exodus to embark upon the books, okay? If you're not a studious person, I suggest that you become very studious, because it takes an insane amount of intelligence to travel anywhere, okay? That's number one. Even before the self-defense, before you go anywhere, you just need to understand the legalities of everywhere you go. Even within the United States, you still have to understand the legalities, the broad legalities of every state. Every state, for that matter, has similar laws, but some of them are somewhat different, as we all know if we're citizens of the United States. We know that every state is not the same, especially when it comes to stand your ground, castle doctrine, right to retreat, and things of that magnitude. When it comes to self-defense or protection laws, they're all different. Even common laws, marriage laws, everything is different in every state. So you must assume that if it's different in our own country to some degree or another, it's going to be different in other countries or provinces or wherever have you that you may travel to. Okay. All right. So you must understand, you have to know the legal system. I know if you go out to Thailand, they have laws even out there that if you even step on the currency, if you saw one Thai baht on the ground and you so happen to step on it, you can be charged with a crime for defacing or not respecting the photo or the lineage of the king. There's a monarchy there. They will lock you up in Thailand for that. If you tear or throw away a Thai baht, which is their national currency, you can be facing some serious jail time. Okay, this is small things like that will not and would never be tolerated in some of these other jurisdictions. Okay, understand that just because you can get away with things in the United States does not give you a free pass to carry those ideologies into various other parts of the world, because it will not be accepted or tolerated. Get that through your head before you purchase a ticket and stamp that passport upon exiting customs and immigration, wherever it is that you're planning to go. Okay, that is number one. All right. Now, secondly, you guys want to, and ladies, when you travel, act like you've been somewhere before. Okay. When you venture into these unknown territories and you start acting like a tourist or someone that doesn't know what's going on, you're going to stick out like a sore thumb. And I'm going to tell you right now, you will instantly become a target. Man, woman, or child, doesn't matter. Some of the locals who are unsavory and who prey upon people that travel, they actually sit back and study this stuff for a living. You wouldn't believe it. Just as Americans, we go to work, we do what we do. We have to study, train for our prospective positions or jobs or whatever it is that we do. We have to stay ahead of the curve, stay on top of things, be good at what we do. Well, guess what? In most of these jurisdictions, scamming, robbing, thieving, that is their industry in some regard or another. And I'm not speaking to all of these places, and I'm not talking about some of the locals and all this good stuff. Most of the locals in most of these places are very good people. They're down to earth. They'll welcome you with open arms to their country. They'll make you nice food and drinks or whatever it is that you're into, and they'll see to it that you come back. But there are always, and I repeat, there are always the unsavory types everywhere on the planet. Okay, there's gonna be your quote unquote Pookie and Ray Rays and all of these people. They're gonna be everywhere. Okay, it doesn't matter what you're gonna do. They're gonna be the ladies out there that'll set you up for other purposes. They'll be the ones that'll put things in your drink, the flunitrazepam, that little scam. And we're gonna cover some scams on the next video. Okay, but I wanted to give you some perspective. All of you just listening to me, hover around for a second. Please act like you know what's going on when you venture into these places. Okay? I'm pretty sure that most of you who do travel places have been somewhere before. So you understand that you have to have a certain decorum about yourself. It's how you carry yourself, how you come across, how you are perceived, how you look, how you smell. You don't want to be overly flashy, but not under flashy. You want to represent where you come from very well, but let everyone know that you're not stupid, you're not a pushover, and you're very, very intelligent. You're situationally aware of your surroundings. Okay, situational awareness is your biggest form of self-defense. Okay, I'm going to teach you guys also how to utilize the terrain for your defense as well. Wherever you travel, you'll be able to use everything in your orbit as defense mechanisms. That's from weapons to surveillance, counter surveillance, things like that, how to pick up on things that you would never think about. And then you'll be able to apply those things to your lives here in the United States when you return. You'll be amazed what some of the things that you take for granted are there for your edification and education. Okay, so that's some of the things that I want to discuss. You know, you have to walk around as if you're aware of everything that's happening. Head on a swivel, but not too nervous or paranoid or anything like that. You just want to make people understand that you are aware. And if criminals and thieves can sense that you are aware, they will bypass you instantly. They only prey upon those who are not paying attention, who is so inundated with the tropical paradise or the music or the food or wherever they are. They're looking for those mentally weaker individuals. Okay, they want you to drop your guard because you're so enamored by the culture and the sounds, the sights, things like that, and you're not really giving off, I've been here before, I've been somewhere before. You're not going to run no game on me, or for that matter. And I'm waiting for any opportunity to quell your attempts to make me a statistic. Okay, these are some of the things that you're going to have to exude when you walk around out there in the world. People are going to have to understand that you know what's up, and if they know that you know what's up, they're going to back up, and they're going to give a very, very close, considerable effort not to bother you. And they're going to go on to the next tourist who looks like they don't know what's happening. Okay? I want everyone to do me a favor. Like, share, and subscribe. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what I'm doing wrong, how I can improve, because I got a lot in my bag. I got a lot in my bag for you people out there, because I'm going to wake you up. Okay? I'm going to scream in your ear and wake you up, because I want my people of my country to be safe, sound, and secure when they move around the world to represent this place in the best light. Thanks, my people. Appreciate you, and I'm out. Peace.